Do you have the resilience and perseverance to stand up for what is right amidst the loud and contradictory mindsets around you? Do you have the self control to establish the necessary boundaries that will establish a psychologically safe environment for both you and those you are responsible or accountable for in the environment or the marketplace where God has called you to? Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Inge and I am a faith-based coach focused on all things growth mindset. I am of the firm belief that because God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but of a sound mind, that we should always occupy ourselves with seasons of learning and growth. This way we grow our minds and we come into closer alignment to the mind of Christ and His purpose for us. This will further help us to always seek a purpose driven change and endeavor to create impacts that matter. And this is accomplished with the spirit of soundness of mind given to us by our Father. If you'd like to connect with me and also work with me as a growth mindset coach, please refer to all of my details that I will leave for you in the description box below. And it will be my honor, my privilege to help you and walk with you as your growth mindset coach. Now, let's get into this video. Before I get stuck in the meat of this video, just a disclaimer. As with all of my coaching videos, there's very specific truths, very specific concepts that I'm wanting to land with you, the viewer, and I will be referring to the notes that I have in front of me. So apologies in advance when you do see my eyes dropping a little lower than the camera, but it's really just me wanting to land these concepts with you in the way that I endeavor to do so. So let's get into the meat of this coaching video. Now, the fruit of self-control. At a foundational level, when we are operating with the fruit of self control, it's our ability to apply our willpower and be disciplined in all what we do and what we engage in. And it's when we make a decision between right and wrong, in spite of the emotions that we are feeling, it sets us apart as faith based professionals. So, someone exhibiting this fruit will also make the right decision, the ethical choice, the choice underpinned by integrity. So, how do we then recognize someone who operates in this fruit? In other words, what are the behavior anchors that we should be looking out for? And mind you, these are also things to look out for when we do our own introspective view. So it's someone that has got a strong moral belief system based on biblical principles, biblical truth, someone who has got strong values, someone who will not waver when it comes to doing the right thing. Most importantly, someone with strong self-control is someone completely submitted to the word of God, operating in full and complete obedience to his statutes and his ordinances. They do not give in to their own desires or the pressures surrounding them, especially when caused by those around them who are not led by a strong biblical moral belief system. So, when we look at the biblical examples of self control, the historical account of Potiphar's wife in Egypt, who tried to seduce Joseph, may be the most well known. While being on the job and being great at it, so great that Potiphar promoted Joseph as overseer of his entire household. And while being on the job, his manager's wife tried to seduce him on multiple occasions. And each time, because of his self control and his obedience to God, he resisted her. So much so that at some point he just completely evaporated out of his coat of many colors. But that is how strong Joseph's self-control was. Now, I do hope and pray that as you watch more and more of these coaching videos, that you are expectantly and excitedly looking forward to the coaching reflection moments that I leave towards the end of the videos. I do believe that self-reflection is quite a powerful tool, especially when it comes to coaching, and also just self-coaching, um, which is also a great skill to learn. But I digress. So, coaching reflection. Do you have the resilience and perseverance to stand up for what is right amidst the loud and contradictory mindsets around you? Do you have the self control to establish the necessary boundaries that will establish a psychologically safe environment for both you and those you are responsible or accountable for in the environment or the marketplace where God has called you to? As I conclude this coaching video on the fruits of self control, let me leave you with this one verse. Like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self control. Proverbs 25:28. I pray this teaching on self control is an important reminder to know and understand that our obedience to God is the most important thing. When walking and being resolved in being completely obedient to Him, be comforted in knowing that He, in turn, will also guide us in how to navigate the volatility of the environment and the groupings of people that He has called us to in the marketplace. Always remember, you have been called to create impact that matters and bring about purpose-driven change. This is what it means to be salt and light in this world.